In this video, we're going to discuss as well as show highlights from the MLB The Show 20 developer live stream talking about perfect hitting. In case you guys want to watch the full stream for yourself, I'm going to have a link to that stream down in the description. In the comment section, be sure to let me know what you guys think about perfect and the PCI stuff that's going to be shown in this video. The first thing I'm going to show, though, is the 3 new legend reveal that they showed on the stream. Next up is the new PCI that's being added to MLB 20, and then their explanation of how it works, what each part of that PCI means and does.
As you can see, it's a little bit different. Nick, why don't you talk about how the PCI kind of worked a little bit before,
Sure.
And then we can get into how
yeah,
how it
for
is
sure.
now.
Yeah, so we've got 3 regions on the new PCI, right? The outer region is plate vision. That inner bracket is contact, and that center one is the perfect region. New feature this year. We're going to talk about it. Last year, PCIs really only were kind of the average between the outer and the inner brackets, right? So it really represent just that in between. So you'd actually get guys whose PCIs look the same. They don't actually operate the same. We're going to illustrate that right now.
Just to reiterate again, high contact influences more line drives, less weak grounders, less pop-ups. High vision helps make contact even with bad timing or bad PCI location.
Fouling balls out. All about to stay alive.
So here's a guy. We got pretty high contact, very high vision, and then this is on Hall of Fame, just so you guys are aware. And you can see that contact region is covering just about almost the entire width of the plate, and his vision covers well outside. Makata is right around the same contact, but about half his vision. So here is where you as a user, you're really going to be able to tell those discrepancies between those types of guys.
Yeah. And similar contact, but not going to be able to fight off.
No, exactly.
Pitches.
Kurt Suzuki, incredibly high plate vision guy, and middle of the road contact. So he's going to be up there. He can foul a few balls off to get the pitch that he wants to try to drive up there.
And you're also noticing. Okay, so now we're going to point out that center
That's
region.
3 dots, right?
That's
three
right.
dots.
And that is going to illustrate what kind of hitter the hitter is, right? So right here we got a balanced hitter, and it's going to make a little more sense when we talk about perfect in each of those more in depth. But we're just going to show you on the PCI right now. Kurt Suzuki is a more balanced hitter.
To show the contact hitter.
Contact hitter, trying to illustrate exactly where you're going to have more success hitting the ball, and then the last one's going to be the power guy.
Yep.
Which you saw a little earlier with Donaldson.
Yeah,
it's
there we go.
And there's Donaldson.
Right.
Boom.
Big change between Donaldson and Tim Anderson. Tim Anderson led the league in average.
I think that PCI is pretty cool. It's nice to know about the vision and the contact window, stuff like that, but it's just a little bit too much for me. I don't think I'll probably be using that PCI. And something from the stream that I'm going to show you guys next that I thought was pretty cool that I'm glad they talked about is why they wanted to add perfect into the game.
We want people to be able to differentiate themselves against other players competitively.
Right.
Know that they have that control, right? So perfect's going to be able to help us do that.
After that, they talked about some of the different perfect hit types and showed some examples from a build of MLB 20.
You can expect, if you're on the right difficulty level, you're probably going to see this thing about 2% of your swings.
Yeah.
One to twice a game for the average user. Also, perfect does not guarantee a base hit.
It does not.
Does not guarantee a base hit.
Yeah. It just guarantees the hardest that a batter can hit.
And
a good angle.
Emphasis on batter. It is your input with the batter's attributes. For instance, we're looking at Cody Bellinger. He can hit. He has power to
all fields.
fields.
Spray charts reflect that.
Yeah.
So
and
look,
so
like
drive.
barring some crazy stadium like Polo Grounds or like some bizarro wind, in really any normal situation, Cody Bellinger on a perfect fly ball, you can expect that ball to fly out of the park, no problem.
Yeah.
And we internally talk about what we call the 80-60-40 rule. You want to talk about that, Kyle?
The center field, and as you move a little bit to a left center, as a lefty, you're losing that a little bit, and then all the way to your opposite side, you probably don't have a very good chance of hitting it out. And then,
but still extra base hit
extra
on the
base
table.
hits, right.
It really depends.
Finding
Like the
those
defense,
gaps.
do you have that guy with 99 speed out there trying to track
A lot of factors.
your oppo? You know.
And here
Right.
we just saw a few clips of Pham spraying perfect liners to all fields.
Yeah. And then, Bellinger. And then,
then
got a little
40,
bit
40's like, 40 power. They can put it out on the pull side, but they're probably going to be an out. And that's why
Right.
on like Oppo, right? Because that's going to be a fly ball. And that's why we show on the PCI, like you're seeing right now with Buster Posey, those guys aren't trying to put the ball in the air. They're
Right.
trying to hit the
Yeah,
ball
they're
on a
shooting for
line,
line drives.
or they're trying to hit that hot shot ground ball.
That's where
through.
highest batting averages are anyway
Find some
with those
grass.
line drives, because they have the
Exactly.
chance to find a gap or get out.
Perfect fly ball.
Yep.
Perfect ground ball, and
Yep.
perfect line drive, which is
You
also
got it.
illustrated by those
By the
three
three
dots.
dots.
All three will have a very high success rate.
So
if you
should
can
we
line it
show?
up.
Then towards the end of the stream, they talked about the MLB The Show 20 beta and gave some stats and some numbers from the beta, which I'm really glad they did. And it made all this perfect stuff and the hitting improvements seem really promising. And just one stat here that you guys will see from the clips is that in the beta, perfect swing timing paired with perfect contact resulted in an 860 batting average. So that's just super promising for me to see. And then you guys will see some more numbers as well.
There are over 6 million swings in the closed beta. This is the batting average, slugging percentage, and OPS for all of the swings put in play with these swing timing and contact types. As you
Right.
see, perfect tends to find grass at a very high clip,
lot.
like you would expect.
Yeah, and
in
again,
real life.
and then again, the outs you're making are going to be, that contact hitter who can't get it, can't push the ball out oppo, and he's going to
Right.
hit a fly ball, or the shift actually can become important too. If you hit extreme, you got
Little bit,
some
yeah.
sort of shift on, you hit a hard line drive at
Absolutely.
somebody. That happens some of the times, but not very often. On
Not
a
very often.
perfect, we're seeing an 860 batting
That's
average.
pretty
and the
insane.
OPS
And
is
if you
pretty insane.
parallel that to in the MLB, a little thing called barrel, not exactly the same. We're seeing around the same batting averages
Yeah,
that you
pretty
expect to
solid-
see in
solid
real life.
average.
First big thing to remember is this is looking at all 6 million swings from the beta.
Right. So we're seeing a whole range of factors here. We're seeing basically red versus blue is the correlation between strikes and exit velo
Right.
and balls and exit velo. You're seeing the averages. You're seeing the distribution of each hit type, and we're pretty happy with it.
Yeah, all the
We're gonna-
hardest hit balls
We're
are.
gonna
you know,
keep an eye on it throughout the year, of course, and but we're pretty happy with
Yeah,
it.
our averages are averaging out what you'd see in real life. Most exit velocities in range of 85 to 100. Now, and our line drive rate is about
Right.
the same as what you see in real life. The average exit velocity of a perfect hit is 103 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
Which
here's-
is crazy.
what
That's like
everybody
8 miles an hour
And
faster
what
than
everybody
average.
really wants to
MLB.
see there is that the line outs is less than 1 in 20 on a perfect swing. So
Now,
huge.
two other big things about perfect. It is not a guaranteed hit,
It's
and
not.
it is also very difficult to do. Around 2% of all swings will be perfect. Now, the best players in the game, they can probably
Probably
get that
more.
percentage up a little more.
For sure.
But from all the 6 million swings in the beta, we were around 2% of all swings
Yeah.
being perfect. Remember, it doesn't work perfect with good or perfect with good squared
be
up.
Gotta be
You
both.
have to be both to get perfect. You can't have either or. You have to get both.
Now, the next thing that they showed is probably my second favorite from the stream. Overall, I love the perfect, and I really am excited for hopefully improved hitting and seeing more of a user skill being rewarded more often, stuff like that. But this next thing, man, customizable PCIs. It looked like you were able to customize a few parts of it, change the color, the opacity, transparency, and I'm going to show the clip and kind of show the options they gave and everything. But I've been wanting this in the show for a while, and I'm excited that they finally added it in. One of my favorite parts, obviously the transparency, the different types, some showing, some not, stuff like that. But I really like that you can change the color. Sometimes that yellow is kind of hard to see, and I want, like a nice blue or a pink or something like that.
this is what I'm on
Mixed
right now, but I
PCI.
might change it up a little later. But I'm celebrating that Chiefs.
Nick,
red
that looks like a
little
new
bit.
color. It's
Yeah,
a new color.
it is a new color.
Oh, we got new colors.
That's right. And let's see.
Oh, okay.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Yeah, so this is mine. I got what I got. I think I got the outside fading out, but I like the two inners coming staying in there. I've got my transparency up quite a bit.
As you can see, some of the new options for the center, you can go with none, diamonds, circles, or altitude. Altitude was the one Nick was just playing with. The inner contact brackets, basic, wedge, starfighter, which is the one being used right now, and fishbowl. And outer is a basic one, similar just to the parentheses on the inside. An outline version, reverb, which I'll show you because that's the one I play with, and starfighter. So this is that.
So
this is that inner
tons
fishbowl.
of options here to choose.
And
the
these
different
are all high, like really, we're showing you higher opacities,
Yeah.
like a little bit more
So it's
visible, just so
visible.
you can see them. But you can turn it all the way down so that you can barely see it. You can turn versions of it off. You can choose if you want it all to fade,
See,
if
now
you
you
want
can't see it at all.
specifically which
Yeah.
ones you want to fade.
Then one of the last things they talked about on stream was new pitching stuff for guys that throw higher than pretty much any other player. You know, those guys like Jordan Hicks that can get it up above 100 miles an hour.
Let's talk a little bit about pitching. So one of the things that kind of was all the rage last year was Alvarado throwing that dirty two-seam that had so much movement, and it was coming in at 102. But, you know, when you guys were playing our game, we didn't see that type of same movement or miles per hour. So one of the new things that have been implemented as a quirk is these guys that are exceptional at throwing their either first or secondary pitches with incredible velocity. You know, we have that capability now. So this is Alvarado right now showing 96 to 97
On his two-seam.
on his
It's a
two-seam last
19.
year. And then now we got him pumping Ched
Boom.
102,
102
you
on
know.
his two-seam.
So that's a pretty cool thing, getting up to 102 on average. So, you know, that's really good to see. It's going to be obviously be pretty tough to hit, you know, for sure. I see someone mention Hicks. Hicks also has this quirk applied to him. The next one that we'll show is Thor,
That's sinker.
Syndergaard. Just going
That
by
sinker.
nicknames. Yeah, that sinker, heavy sinker.
So he's throwing his thing around
96.
99.
99,
96.
yeah, 96 to 99. And now he's getting it up to 100, 101. Good movement. And so there are a handful of guys, like I mentioned, Hicks, Joe Kelly, Jimmy Cordero. There's a handful of others that have these added in. And so it's a really cool thing to be able to have implemented now and actually go against. It's disgusting.
So today I uploaded this video, and then earlier today I uploaded a video of me going over the defensive features and improvements stream. And I did them in two very different ways. This one was a lot of the developers talking, them explaining everything. They probably know it the best because they're the ones who make the game. And then the video earlier today was me talking the whole time, me explaining it based on what I heard from the stream. So if you guys prefer this or the other way, please let me know in the comment section. I can do it either way, but I feel like this way just shows best because it's coming from the people who make the game. It's their words, and it's not me trying to re-say what they're saying from their stream. So I feel like this is the most accurate and maybe the best way to do it, but definitely let me know if you guys have a preference one way or the other. The biggest thing for me with this way though is I didn't really talk about my thoughts on anything, at least not that much, so I'm going to do that a little bit right here. First of all, the 3 new legends, I love it, man. It's always great to see new pitchers and everything, and they teased on stream that some of these guys, or all of them, I don't remember exactly what, but some of these guys did throw out of the bullpen at some point in the career, so you can expect a bullpen card from at least one of them, if not all of them. Like I said, I just don't know if they all threw out of the bullpen in their career, but I'm excited for new pitchers. It's always great to have new legends in the game. And then they also mentioned, and have mentioned before, that there's dozens of new legends with a focus on legends from the 1990s and the 2000s, which is one of my favorite eras and time periods of baseball. So I'm excited to see all the other legends that are coming to the show 20. And then the new PCI, I like that they explained the vision and the contact things, and it's nice to have that as an option along with the PCI customization. So if you like one portion of it, it seems like maybe you can have that portion on, but maybe not the one that you dislike. And then just overall PCI customization as a whole, I love, man. Changing the color, transparency, having some stuff on, some stuff off. I think it's finally great that they added that in. I've been wanting stuff like that. I didn't know how much customization there could be, but I've been wanting at least changing certain parts of the PCI and the PCI color for a long time now, so it's great to have that finally in the game. And then with perfect as a whole, the line drives, the ground balls, the fly balls, I think it's amazing, man, having the highest possible exit velo and stuff like that, and having it really depend on the hitter's attributes. So Cody Bellinger, you know, you get a perfect fly ball, it's probably going to be a home run if you pull it with Cody Bellinger. So that's really nice to have, and I feel like this is good for going more in depth with user skill, because it adds a whole nother level in addition to good squared up or good. There's so many more ways to look at the PCI feedback, so I think it helps with truly seeing user skill, and I'm hoping with these new hit types you maybe see a little bit bigger of a skill gap in MLB The Show 20. That's one thing I'm hoping for. And then finally, with the beta stats, those were just overall promising to see. I'm glad that they showed that. It's nice to see the results, and I'm excited to kind of look more at the charts they showed and try to get a better idea of what everything means. But from my initial viewing, I'm excited, and it seems promising. It seems like the gameplay is going in the right direction. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment anything down below, all that good stuff. I can't wait for MLB 20. I wish it would come a little bit sooner, but I'm excited for more dev streams, going over more news, information with you guys. I'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed the video. I appreciate you watching. Peace out.